Okay, today I'm going to do a little tiny floral arrangement in these little tiny frames I have. So I found these adorable little frames. They're actually magnets. And I took the photo that was out and out of them, and I put watercolor paper in them. So I had originally done this one for this frame, but I actually painted it out of the frame, and so when I went to put it back in, it was too big for this frame. So I'm actually going to paint this inside the actual frame. So let's see. I'm going to start by doing the little vase first, or the urn. Actually, this one's they're urns. So I'm going to mix up my. This is gouache paint, by the way. It's similar to watercolor, only it's more opaque. And I love both. I love watercolor because I love the transparency of it. These actually are watercolor, these two here, but for the demo today I'm going to do gouache because that's what I just have out right now. So I'm just going to do a little, like a light gray color to kind of represent a, like a cement urn, I guess, something like that. So let's see. I really like the style of that urn there. So I got to remember, I only got this much space to work with, so I've got to keep it within this area. So let's go. Let's see what happens here. It's really hard to paint inside of a frame. So this is going to be a trial here. Okay, I like my little urn. That's cute. Okay. So now I'm gonna just kind of play around. I don't know what flowers I'm doing. I'm literally, when I did these, I just started winging it, just adding different colors. I don't even really know what kind of flowers these are. They could be roses. It looks a little bit impressionistic, I guess. So I think I want to start with my flowers before I fill in with the green, because I need to just figure out how far these are going to go within this little frame I've got. And I'm just playing around. I don't really know, have no rhyme or reason of how I'm doing this, but I used to be a florist, so I kind of just, I don't know, think along the lines of how I would arrange flowers in a flower arrangement. Just, I like the odd placement, I guess, of them. I mean, they're a little symmetrical, I guess, but so maybe these could these be carnations, maybe? Or I love peonies, but I don't think peonies come in red. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm just playing. So just kind of getting the placement of where I like the flowers. And I like to use an odd number, so there's 7. So I think I'm just going to stick with that, even though it looks like it needed something over here. But I'm sticking with the 7 big flowers. I may add something else in there too. Um, some people probably like to do the green first, but I like to do the flowers because I need to know where those flowers are going to be. So I'm going to add, let's see, I'm going to do kind of some purple in here. And I'm not sure what kind of flowers these will be, but something maybe like stock. I love that. I love stock. And I'm just going to do 3 of those because I just want that other color pop there. I feel like I should add a little bit more depth to this, the red. So I'm just going to tone down, get some little shadows in here so it looks like, yeah, that's a little dark, but I can pull that off too. So it's just giving it a little bit of more depth. Just a little more contrast and value, as the professional artists say. Okay. So now I'm going to do my, I'm going to do the green right now because I think I'm going to add another color, but I just want to get that green in there first and before I decide on another color. And I just got these two greens. They're Winsor & Newton. This is Winsor & Newton gouache. Primary green, and I think that's sap green, yeah. So I'm going to get a little bit watered down here. And I'm not really like trying to make leaves, I'm just trying to make green stuff. So it looks like it might be leaves. Obviously it is leaves, but there's really, to what I'm doing, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just placing color where I think a leaf should be. And keeping it in this, within this little frame here. So the difference between this, to me, and that, well, this is actually watercolor, so it's got a lot more transparency going on than this does. And I can dab some of that too to give it more of that. I feel like it's a little too harsh going on. So when you dab off, you're actually pulling off some of the color, but it makes it look more transparent, which I like. So let's see here. I feel like it just needs some more something going on here. Maybe it's a little bit of orangey and yellow. Orangey yellow. Yeah. So I'm just gonna add a little color. I don't know what these are, but it's just gonna give it some more little punch here and there. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back in because it needs some depth going on in here. There's some, obviously the inside of the pot there needs something. I got lots of depth going on in this one I really like. So I'm going to add, I'm actually going to change brushes and use my finer one. So I'm going to get some brown and some black in there. give that darker. And some green. I'm just gonna play with these colors I already got over here. Yeah, get some dark green in there. Let's see. Yeah, it's still not. Yeah, I'm mixing all this. I'm gonna mix it all. I feel like I need more dark. Yeah, okay. So now I'm just gonna go in. I feel like I need to get some dark going on in here. Yeah, these could kind of be stems, I guess, some of them. I gotta have some stems in here. Just kind of putting little centers on those flowers, just to give them some more. Yeah, let's see some detail on this little pot here. And I'm using like the shadows, like where the light would fall, to give this some more depth to where the light source is coming from. I like the idea of these little rings I put on this one, so I'm gonna put those like there's rings on it. Yeah. So for the real little detailed stuff on this one I used a micron pen. So I'm going to go in and do that with these. So I don't know if it's because of this being gouache, but it's a little bit harsher than I like. So I think I'm going to actually experiment here, and I'm going to add some water in here. Just kind of blend some of that dark in there. Yeah, that softens it up a lot. And gives more depth, I guess. So then I'm going to dab a little bit too. Not all over, just because I want to keep that dark in there, give it that depth. I like that. This is such a tiny little frame, but I feel like I need to do, I really like how I use this color in this on the background, so I feel like I want to do that. So I am going to use, I'm going to clear off a spot. I'm going to use blue because I really like that, how that blue looks in there. And I don't really need that much. It's just going to add something to the background in here. There we go. And I'm okay if it blends in with some of the flowers, because I think that'll just make it look cool. Yeah. Normally I don't paint within a frame like this, but this thing's so tiny and I want the whole piece to be showing, so that's the reason I'm doing that. Okay. I like how I put in the background of this, so it looks like this is on a table. I'm just going to put a little line in there and see, because it is wet still. And then I like having this little shadow cast. I don't know if that's... So this is kind of a little bit impressionistic is what I'm... And I'm okay with this because I like how it just has that Victorian quality to me. I like it. So I feel like I could add a little bit of highlight to this because feels like it just needs a little bit of pop of highlight. So I'm going to take my white, which has a little bit of gray in there, but that's okay. I like using the bright white. I like to mix it with a little bit of something to tone it down. Maybe a little bit of pink. So I'm just going to go in here. And this is just, yeah, it's highlighting the little leaves in there. And I'm going to highlight the pot here too. It's amazing what just this does. Just adding that little bit of highlight. Okay, now I'm ready for my little micron. So I have the painting is basically done, but I'm going to go in with my micron and I'm going to decorate the little pot. Obviously I would let this dry if I wasn't doing a video, but I'm going to see what I can get done with this. And this is just to give it more character, more depth, more definition. So I don't even remember how I did this, but I'm just doing this little squiggly thing, and it just adds so much to it. So there you go. I'm going to call it done. Those are my little tiny flower arrangements. Love them. Thank you so much. Have a good day.